guys, welcome to or back to my YouTube channel. If you've never seen my face before, my name is LenaLuciia and I'm back at you with a really exciting video because if you haven't noticed or if you are new to this channel, there was an ad placed before the video, which means that I am monetized, which is amazing. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about what overall monetization is, how to get monetized, then how my monetization story has taken place, and then what tips and tricks you can do to maybe get monetized a little bit faster. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so first, what is monetization? It basically just means that Google or YouTube is placing ads on your videos for people to watch, and then you can gain some money off of that because obviously the advertisers are selling their advertisement to Google and then you are being paid for the amount of time that those advertisements are watched. So that sounded a bit complicated, but it's just basically, it's really simple. So the overall rules for monetization is that you have to gain 1,000 subscribers and you have to hit 4,000 watch hours all within 1 year, so within 12 months. So if you had a channel for over 2 years and you hit those benchmarks, but that wasn't within the last 12 months, you're not eligible to get monetized, which is actually quite difficult to achieve if you are really starting from 0 watch minutes and 0 subscribers. Yeah, so that's basically what you need to do in order to get monetized. And later in the video, I'm going to tell you how to maybe receive more watch hours and gain more subscribers and give you a bit of tips and tricks. But now I just want to talk about how the monetization progress actually works. Okay, so I'm going to insert screen recordings in this so it's easier for you to understand. But after you hit your 4,000 watch hours and your 1,000 subscribers, the little monetization button basically turns to something else, and there's 3 steps that you have to do. Step 1 is to review the YouTube Partner Program, which takes like no time at all. It's basically just reading it through and then ticking the box. Step 2 is to sign up for GoogleAdSense. Step number 3, you have to get reviewed by YouTube. So as I said, step 1 is really easy. Step 2 for GoogleAdSense, it's basically not that difficult, but it takes some time because first you have to put all of your information in, which also means that you have to put where you actually live, because they are going to send you a piece of paper, which is mostly the paper that people hold up in their first YouTube paycheck thing. That is actually just a pin that they send you to verify that it is you, the real person who is making that application, basically. So they send it to your home and then you have to type in that pin, which I read a ton of horrible comments that they never received them and that it took like months for them to get those pins. But for me, it actually only was about like 5 days, I think. So that was rather quick. The next thing you need to do for Google AdSense is actually verify your bank account. However, that only happens if you actually have money in your Google AdSense things. So when you do that, you just type in your credit card details or whatever bank account you want your money to be put onto, and then they actually send you a couple of cents, like under €1, for example 0.64 cents or 58 cents to your bank account, and then you have to type in the right amount, so that way they have a double checking of whether your bank account is actually real. So they have a 2-step verification. So that is all you have to do for Google AdSense, and then you are set. You don't have to work on that anymore. But for part 3, the second that you actually hit those 1,000 subscribers, your channel is getting reviewed, which can take quite some time. I think I also read that some of those people waited for like 2 weeks for their channel to get reviewed. And honestly, I'm gonna show you a screen capture one more time. I just basically applied and then I sent them an email saying, hey, I just reached 1,000 subscribers. I really am eager to be reviewed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So that way, I think they actually did review it a bit faster, which I don't know if that actually helps to write them an email, but I did. And it was pretty fast for me. I think it took like 4 or 5 days for me to get reviewed, which is amazing. So yeah, you can maybe do that in order to speed up the process just a bit. Okay, great. So after you have completed those 3 steps and you are accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, your YouTube studio kind of changes a bit, and there is a new tab called Copyright, and also monetization is obviously new. And after that, you immediately want to change your monetization settings, and I'm going to insert another screen capture here. So you want to go to check monetization settings, then video advertising, click on see more, then put the monetization settings for future videos and click monetize with ads. However, I did not really find a way for me to monetize all of my old videos, so I actually went in and manually clicked monetizations on for each and every video, and I also placed all of the mid-roll ads for every video. That was obviously possible for me, which means that your video has to be longer than 8 minutes for it to have a video in between, an ad in between. I mean, yeah, that's what I did, which actually took quite a lot of time, but I was so excited about being monetized that I just didn't really care. Make sure that your monetization setting is on for every video, and from that point on, you're basically able to earn money with your videos, which is amazing. So let's now talk about my journey and how I got monetized pretty quickly, because my first ever video was published on January the 21st, 2020, but I don't really count my monetization progress from that time on because I did post really irregularly. So the first month that I posted consistently, which means that every week during that month I did post a video, was actually April. So I kind of more so count from April onwards. So I actually reached my 1,000 subscribers earlier than my 4,000 watch hours, just because of my crazy video that was about like the massive spring declutter. I think that has over 102 or 3,000 views by now, which is insane. So my watch hour was actually at like almost 10,000 hours by the time I reached my 1,000 subscribers, which I think usually it climbs up pretty like evenly, but whatever. I just had to wait for my 1,000 subscriber for that to happen. So that did happen on the 21st of August. It actually only took me 5 months from April to August to officially get monetized, which I think is pretty crazy because I was actually aiming for like end of this year to be able to get monetized, and now I already did it in like August, which is literally insane. Okay, I'm at the lake right now, but I think I hit 1,000. I want to take a look. Oh god, 1,002 subscribers. I did it, I did it. 1,000, that is insane. How's it possible? Okay, it's kind of weird public vlogging because there's like 1,000 people here because I'm at the lake. So yeah, I'm gonna stop now, but it's like, oh Jesus Christ. So I was fully accepted into the YouTube partner program on the 24th of August, which means that it only took me about like 3 or 4 days to get my whole process done, which, as I said, like you should maybe send them an email and then make sure that you enter the PIN and all of that as soon as possible. So yeah, it only took me a couple of days, and from that point on I was officially making money off of YouTube. So I'm actually really proud and really excited that that happened. So now let's give me some tips on how you may be able to get those 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers a bit quicker. To be honest, I like watched all of Catherine Manning's YouTube related videos, and I will link her channel down below. She's actually so cool because she's all about like growing on YouTube, growing your brand, growing your blog or whatever it is that you really want, and she really explains all of those like SEO, tags, thumbnails, the titles. Like she explains all of it really well. So I watched all of her videos and I actually used like most of her tips. So some of them are that you have to create a overall cohesive theme, which means that my thumbnails are all made in the same editing software, so they all have that white border around them, they all have the same font, they all have a similar color scheme, and like that kind of stuff is really helpful because that way it just makes more fun to click on the videos and like to see your homepage, which is really important because you obviously want to have people to watch more than one video of yours and then maybe subscribe to you. So that is definitely one, is to create an overall theme. Then also add as many tags in as you can possibly do. Just like put them all in. I mean, if you do post a video and you are at that first page, just scroll all the way down and where you can see add tags, and then put like everything that is correlated to your video into it. So basically, if you are doing a what I eat in a day, then put in what I eat in a day, and then what I eat in a day is a teen, or maybe vegan, plant-based, paleo, keto, whatever that is that you are following, or what I eat in a day, busy, and like just put all of those things on there so that way there's a bigger chance for you to get discovered, which is really all that it is about, because YouTube at the end of the day is a search engine. Yeah, add as many tags as you possibly can. Then try to make longer titles. I think they let you have 100 signs, so why should you only make like a 20-letter long title if you can make an 80-letter long title that is maybe containing more keywords for you to be able to rank higher in search. So that is another one. Use long titles. Then link all of your other videos. videos. For example, I often put little cards that pop up in the right hand corner in every video, so that way if someone is watching some of my Cape Town videos, they might click onto another Cape Town video and watch the other one. Then again, in my description I also link to similar videos, because that way you can kind of try and get somebody to watch again as many videos of you as somehow possible. And one more thing I did is I also customized my end screen to show firstly my channel, obviously, so you can subscribe to that, then one of my most recent uploads, and the video that is best suited for the viewer, so that way again there's like more chance for them to watch other videos. And the last tip that I have is honestly to promote your videos on Instagram. And I know this can be really awkward, especially in the beginning, and it still kind of is for me, because obviously you are putting out your video onto the world, but then again, like, people are gonna find it anyway if they want to find it, and then you might as well just tell everybody and not be ashamed of it and be proud of what you've made. So yeah, don't shy away to use other platforms to promote your videos, maybe even on Twitter. I personally am not on Twitter, but Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, I haven't really used that at all. So just try to promote your channel and your videos as far as you can possibly do, because otherwise you are just not able to get your word out into the world, I guess. So yeah, I think that's all the tips I have for you guys. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, check out Catherine Manning's video. She really is quite amazing with all those like SEO things. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.